Beloved, when ravens were still white
and dogs had feathers,
the powerful north wind set out to prove once and for all that he was the mightiest of all the elements, greater even than the ruler of all things, the sun.
And yet all know that it is I, the sun, who am the creator of all life. Without me, everything would wither and die.
But that does not mean that you are the strongest. I challenge you to a battle to prove that I, the North Wind, am stronger than you.
Ah, a battle, you say? Of wits? No. Let me think. Oh, I know. Wind, you see that human standing there with their coat on?
I do.
Well, surely it would be an easy thing to make the human take their coat off.
An easy thing indeed.
Well then, let that be our contest to see whom among us can make the human take off their coat.
That's almost too easy.
Oh, well, after you, friend Wind.
All right, step aside and watch a master at work. And so the mighty Wind took in a deep breath and began to blow. And the clouds moved fast in the sky, and the heavens grew dark. But when he gazed at the young person, they had the audacity to keep their coat on instead of it allowing to be blown off. So the wind blew harder. And the branches of the trees began to shake, and the animals ran in fear to hide in their caves. But even so, the young person in the coat only buttoned up their jacket and kept it on. So, the wind gathered in all the air and blew. Blew and blew and blew and raged on and on. And gale-force winds swept the ships on the sea and blew flocks of geese off their course. But even so, the young person merely pulled the hood up over their heads and kept hold of their coat. So the wind blew harder, harder and harder. He blew and raged on and on and on. Trees were uprooted from the earth, blew off of their houses. But even so, she merely crossed her arms in front of her chest and held on to the coat until finally, utterly exhausted, The mighty wind blew himself blue in the face and could blow no more.
Ah, my turn! And the sun, who had been waiting patiently behind a little cloud, stretched and yawned, as if waking up from a little nap. And as she stretched, little rays of sunlight began to appear from her fingertips. And the winds calmed. And the young person relaxed the grip on her coat. And the sun released another beam of sunlight. And the warmth and light spread. And the young person pushed the hood back from their coat. And the red sunlight, and more beams, and more beams, and more beams, until the entire sky was filled with light. And the young person smiled, unbuttoned their coat, and threw it off. And then she skipped off to play with her friends.
My master. And so it was, best beloved, that once the mighty wind challenged the sun to a battle to prove who was the strongest.
And the sun proved that gentle persuasion and rays of warmth and light
are much stronger than force.
And so we come to the end of our tale.
The flower has been picked, may its fragrance spread. Close the gates to Vishnu's palace.